Welcome back to the channel. Another day in football gaming and another day for UFL. So if you follow my channel, then you know I cover all football games. UFL was the game that started my channel though. This was the game, even though I'd already been to an elite level in FC, hadn't played eFootball yet. I started that journey during after my channel started and got to the top there. Top 6% of players to be exact in eFootball. But didn't exactly complete my journey. I'm not completely done with eFootball, but it's in a bad place right now for several different reasons. No different than UFL was. And at the end of the day, my search is for the best football and playing the best football game and playing a game that has meaning, that has depth, that has skill. Most importantly is the skill part. And UFL is a lot of work to do, but really when I went in to start this, it was more of just helping those who I felt like are getting led by some pretty crappy people in the social media space. Let's put it that way. That's putting it as nicely as I can. And the content just was nonsense. Still is from these people, and I know that UFL is actually the most prominent for being able to learn and do well without having that basis of skill. You know, in FC and eFootball, there's a lot of fine details that you have to know and be able to pull off in order to actually be an elite player outside of just the skills that you can learn. For example, in FC, the game moves so fast. If you don't have fast reactions along with the skill side, you could be the best football player, have the most knowledge, understand the game in and out. But if you're not quick enough on the sticks, you're not going to make it. That's a big part of it. Like, there's added things like that. So UFL actually has the least amount of that, meaning if you watch and learn from someone who knows what they're talking about, then implement what you learned in the game, you will climb. And that was kind of my goal to show you all here when I got back in. But as I played the game, I realized I made a mistake just on where I thought it was. I still know, I'm sure you guys know too, but I can still tell you that it needs a lot of work. It's not like it's a finished product. However, it is a skill-based game. You can get around and overcome the glitch people, right? The glitch losers that take shortcuts and don't want to learn the game and are honestly giving the game the bad name that it has, and taking it in the wrong direction. But if you play the game the right way, you can get some beautiful football plays out of it. Not as much as in eFootball, not as much as in FC, which is why it is still third place out of 3 games in football. But that's okay because it is the newest game, right? It's been in production for a long time, so it's not new. But if strikers can maybe get some better people behind the scenes or continue to just improve with the same people, whichever way, maybe, just maybe, we could see this become a very good football game because I'm having a blast playing. And the bottom line is, as you'll see in the video that's coming out literally in minutes, which is my defensive tutorial. If you follow those principles, you can become a great defender. And the bottom line is they are true to football principles for the most part. Some of the UFL defensive skill isn't necessarily realistic, and you'll see in the video what I'm talking about. However, it is still skill based. So that's the most important part, and as they move forward is mainly an animation thing. If UFL starts to get better with some of their animations, starts getting better with some of the movement, some of the lack of fluidity in the game, they take care of that, they're well on their way. So, and obviously most importantly too, they got to get rid of the glitches. Even though you can get around them better than I originally thought after this last patch, they're still, as they make the game better, not taking out these glitches that allow these low-level players to compete, and not only compete, but win and become high-ranked players. It's the same way eFootball has players utilizing a bunch of rookie-level settings that Konami has allowed them to use. They're using them at the highest level, and now you got these top-ranked players that are terrible. UFL has that, but with the glitches, right? These things that aren't supposed to be in the game, but that are, and that help these players, especially the ones that don't have skill. It kind of makes up for that. So with that being said, I will be in chat here shortly. I'm finishing getting that video ready. Defensive tutorial. So you'll see plenty of examples. You'll hear exactly what you need to do, and then you simply put it to work. That's it. Watch the examples as many times as you want. Write down the principles or listen to them over and over, whatever it is. You follow the things in the video, you become a better defender. It's as simple as that. It truly is. Some of these content creators want to bullshit you and carry you along on the ride for the clicks and the views, but really a lot of this is just very simple, including the team and where I want to go with this team. So, right now, I went and got Jonathan David to back up a mega. Maybe eventually David takes over as striker. But the route I'm going, as you can see, is mid-level players that I'm going to boost up because, as you can also see, they've slowed down. Well, you see if you've been following the channel, I should say. If you're new, you don't know, but essentially they slow down the progression of players big time. There is a significant difference in how fast your players develop, and so that's where I may run into a issue going this route, which is the route I've always wanted to go. Right, went all the way to the top with the pay-to-win squad, which, to be honest, UFL isn't a fair-to-play game. Let's keep it real, but let's also keep it real and admit that UFL is the cheapest among all the games to get the very best team, because there's only special skins. There is no special players, right? Meaning, once you have, like, say you have a Holland in FC, a gold Holland at the beginning, well, eventually he's going to be out of date, and you have to, get the new Holland to keep up with the power curve. In UFL, it's the same player, only the skins change, right? Therefore, when you go out, you can get the top players fairly quickly. Then you just got to keep up with the new game changer skins or whatever the new beast mode skins are. So hopefully they start going in a little bit of a different direction with that, because I feel like the way they're doing it, for example, Mbappe, he has the St. Patty skin, then he has a game changer skin. Well, if you have the St. Patty skin, you don't really need the the other Mbappe skin. And not only that, but if you have a team full of green St. Patty's players, like a lot of people do, who are willing to spend their money, they're not going to spend their money again for, the Nico Williams game changer card, because they already got whoever with the green skins that go all the way until the same date. I think they both end. Let's check. Yeah. The same ending date for this is the same ending date for the St. Patty's Day cards, I believe. Now, I could be wrong, but I'm damn near positive. Because when I got the St. Patty's Day cards, that's one of the biggest things I looked at. So you got July, August, September. Yeah, it was like, when they came out, I think it was like 4+ months or something. It was a long time. So it's not like you're going to go get those skins and then do it all over again. Or at least most players won't. So that's the squad. I'm still going to go this route. If and when I come to a point where, I see that I just need to go get your Mbappe's, your this, your that. But you'll see, especially in the defensive video and any of my streams you watch back, as of now, with the level I'm at, as I'm climbing with this RTG squad, I'm handling all these top-rated teams, right? Which is, again, a sign that the game is more skill-based than ever, because there was a time when you needed Haaland to dunk on defenders to win. You needed a Son or an Mbappe to hit curling shots, because those were the only ways you could truthfully score consistently. So, a second, let's see if this video is ready. And I believe it is. And we are officially one more video in the positive for OGFC. Elite level defending tutorial. UFL Pro defending tutorial. Out now. Out now. Check it out. Follow the principles. Become a better defender. Leave it in the comment section. Let me know how well they work for you, because I promise you, This is what will get you to the top. You go with the defensive tutorial. Next, we have a chance creation tutorial or build-up tutorial, whichever one you want to call it. And then you have attacking tutorial. So that's what will probably be build-up tutorial. Then the chance creation or attacking tutorial. That's how I should have said it. Those three phases, the defensive phase, or as I called it earlier, the defensive state. Then you have the build-up station. Then you have the attacking station, whatever you want to call it. Each of these levels is like a different, I guess you could say, part of the game that you have to learn. You need to learn all three, obviously, but you get the defensive side first, so you give up fewer goals. Then you have to get the build-up portion, because that's how you get the ball from defense after you win it to the offense. So you get better at the build-up portion, then you go from there into the attacking portion. You get better at that. That's how you score goals, right? The three stations in football are the three transitional, whatever your coach growing up called it. I had a few different coaches. They named it different things, but if you're a footballer, you know what I'm talking about, right? That's how, even as a coach myself, that's how I started with the players that I coach, and we got to a high level. That's how I've always trained myself in football games, and I've gotten to a high level, and that's how I'm trying to help you out. So this is kind of a updated version because we keep getting updates in UFL. The defense went from manual to assisted to AI assisted back to manual again, but with little differences along the way. So with this, I would say it's the best it's been, because at the start of the game, while it was manual, there was some new game, growing pains, let's say, with the way it was. However, now, even though they need more animations, for the most part, it is football. It's true to football. They need some animations added to make it more realistic, but nonetheless, it is skilled based, which is what we're all looking for. Let me get in here to the chat. All right, and we're just about set. Almost. There we go. Another week and another 5 rage quits in a row and showdown. Can't play this game anymore. Everything online is button delay, freezing, slow motion gameplay, DDA scripting. I give up. Yeah, Luna, it sucks to say because I don't want to lose anybody. I don't want to lose you as, a sub, obviously, or a follower of the channel, but it may be time to take a break if nothing is working for you and it's just frustrating you. I know there's different level of players, but I can't sit here on my end at 15 wins and no losses and go, oh, I know what you're talking about, because then I'd be lying to you, right? Then I'd be bullshitting you. So it would be also easy for me to say, well, I got 15 wins, so you must be the problem. I'm not going to do that either. I think it's somewhere in the middle, if you're being honest with yourself. I know that the game is less than perfect without a doubt. I even say that as I'm winning, but also, there is skill that you can add to, and sometimes it takes more work for some than others to learn. So it really just comes down to if you want to keep putting in that time to try to learn as you're, maybe not winning games or going through what you're going through, because that would absolutely be frustrating with all the nonsense in the game. I get it. So that's what you have to kind of decide. And you have to be brutally honest with yourself on how much of it is the game and the game issues, which no doubt there are issues, and how much is, human error, so to speak. That's the biggest thing you have to figure out. The Lookman card looks sick, dude. That Lookman, if I got the Lookman Game Changer, I might just the Lookman Game Changer, I might just purchase them. We might put in a few bucks after this game. We'll see. Let's see how we do. Climbing the ranks with this RTG squad. We're in gold now. Oh, he got lucky. I don't know why my defender stopped there. Good. Good anticipation. Of course. Gotta love the old broken through balls. You have to have that perfect angle, which I thought I had there, but I guess I didn't. Good. There's the angle. Bakayoko, let's see what he can do. Oh, he got so lucky there, didn't he? Goal. Bravo. This guy's got some skill, though. He's got some skill. It's not going to be exactly an easy game. He's definitely got some skill to him. Ain't gonna work, buddy. Ah, one of these. Want to use. Shout out Minnow for being not the tallest. Ah, no. The delay. Holy shit. How about that delay, guys? Jeez Louise. That was an hour and a half delay. You should be able to cancel. Even though if that delayed, the cancel is going to be delayed. But god dang, that was crazy. Too predictable, buddy. No, volley it. I'll bring it down next time, and that's a goal. I should have volleyed it. I wish they had. See, that's where they have to add some animations. Now, would that be a sick goal? Yeah. Should it be super hard to score to where even if you volleyed it, it would be, tough? Yeah, but that would be a sick animation. Tell me that goal wouldn't be sick if you volleyed it coming at that, It'd be extremely difficult to finish in real life, but it could be done. I don't know why. I just decided something. I just wanted to see. Look at that speed. What? I thought I had it. Oh, well, good win by Dumfries, but I thought I was in line to get that ball. That was crazy. But yeah, guys, I'm not gonna lie, I'm having so much fun playing UFL, bro. It's just the point of it. It's just the fact of it. Football's so stale because it's player versus AI with that smart assist nonsense. Um, Good D. Oh no. Okay, come on, Nico. Isolate him. Isolate him, beat him. Isolate, beat him. Oh no. One play too little. See how I had coverage there when I committed? And then intercept. Boom. Good read. Perfect read. You're going to see a lot of those, a lot of these prime examples in that video. And that's what gives you more attacks than your opponent. And that's what's going to help you win these games. Ah, too slow. Good tackle. It's alright. What? So watch this goal, guys. Watch this bullshit. No, we're going to watch this bullshit. Look at this. This is UFL. If you watch that back, I literally tackle him, and it goes through his legs. That's the bullshit that I'm talking about. There's nothing you can do there because it's a UFL nonsense glitch. It's what I was just telling Luna. You have to decide if that's what's screwing you up or if it's the. So look, this dude gets rewarded for being a no skilled loser that's not even touching his defenders. So he wants to play a game to not play, if that makes sense. And then I go to defend him because UFL is what it is. They don't have enough animations. I get punished for actually controlling my defender. That's why when I say UFL is a third place game, now you know what I'm referring to. It's a third place game because of shit like this. You can't ever there's some delay, some dumb animation, there's always bullshit that takes away from it. It's not just like a good game with a few things, it's a fucking glitchy ass mess. That's what makes it so hard for anybody that's good to keep playing this game. Right? That's what makes it one of those type of games. So I literally defend the opponent perfectly. Again, you can go back and watch it. And then my defender goes right through his legs. Right through his legs because it's what I said in the video. If you don't have a perfect line on the ball, despite having a good angle to tackle, shit like that can happen. So there I had a good angle on the ball, but instead I'm treated with being punished because I actually decided to defend and did a proper tackle. It's just the animation. They don't have the proper animations to defend. Dumbass. So it looks like we're going to get a tie over proper defending. Literally. Come on, come on. Corner. The delay was terrible in this. Oh, and then they said they don't end the game on a corner, and they ended the game on a corner. Go read it in the updates. Go read in the updates. It says, will not end a game on a corner kick. So we're going to go look at this goal. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about here. This is the problem with this dog shit game. Watch the defending. Look at that. So let's watch it again. Watch the tackle. Proper tackle, watch. Again, proper tackle, look. That's UFL. Who is going to play this dog shit game when you can't even properly add in? I literally just released a defensive tutorial and was talking about that. Like, you can't defend like it's for the most part realistic. And then look, that's why I said it's the third place game still. And you're like, well, you said for the most part it's realistic. This is the issue. That is a simple glitch to fix. Look at this. It doesn't even make sense. The physics of it makes no sense. That is the problem with this game. That's why it's third place. That's why the lowest level of football gamers play this, because no one's going to play. FC is miles better. All of it's miles better. Now, if this game wasn't stuck with just dog shit content creators and I didn't want to help some of the people out that still play this trash game, would I be playing this? Not a chance, because this is just the tip of the iceberg, right? This takes out any type of chance. Like, you can have some fun in this game, but the people who are asking, like, bro, you said you're having fun, you haven't lost, you're not giving up goals, like, what else could there be? It's like, bro, it's not football. This type of thing is all over the place. That's what makes it not football. I mean, look at this. What even is that? What even was that? Someone try to explain this. Look at this. So let's do a replay on it and slow it down so I can show you exactly how stupid this is. Hold on. So look. So the defender on his back shoulder. Watch this. Look. Stole the ball right there. Terrible touch. My defender steals the ball. Okay? But look, this is what I mean by lack of animations. Look what happens instead. His foot goes right outside. Look at this. That's a perfect defending. Perfect defending. But instead, the animation does this. So watch my opponent's right, or watch my right leg and his right leg, or his left leg. And then watch his right leg after that. Watch his right leg. Look at my foot in his right leg. Look. What even is this? What even is that? What kind of defensive tackle? So once you trigger tackle, you can't do anything else. That's my center back. 80-something rated center back. And this is a tackle. Don't play it, bro. That's what I do. I just follow what I want to play. But this is what I'm talking about. And UFL never answers the bill with this. UFL never answers the bill. So again, I'm on a mission. I'm going to keep going. But it's not about the draw. That could have been a 5-0 win. Okay? That could have been a 5-0 win, but it doesn't matter, because this is why the worst of the worst players do it. That's what I mean by UFL good, not football good. That player in FC or in eFootball gets beat 4-5-6-0. Now, it's fine if you're not good enough to play eFootball or FC. It's okay. And that's why you're stuck with the lowest number and the lowest level of content creators, and I'm trying to help you actually gain skill and become a good footballer. Maybe once you get to the top of this game, you'll realize, okay, like I got to get out of this if I really want to play football. But I'm just letting you know, like when you see wait times that go up to minute after minute after minute, and then there's 10 minutes and then 15, then 30, when you see the terrible reviews, when you see all of the negative social media comments, that's just the tip of the iceberg. Times that by 1,000 across the board. Lazy ass developers or incompetent developers that can't fix shit. That's the problem with the game. You see what I'm saying? It's a very simple concept. Don't make a football game and expect to have any type of success when that's what's going on. And if you think they're having success, you're sorely mistaken. They haven't brought in shit for money because their concept's all dog shit. I don't need those skins. Here's my skin. Here's my team. I don't need to go buy all those players. Because the game's not that... it's not like a high-level game. It doesn't... There's no player IDs. There's no bullshit. Like, in Mbappe, they juiced up his stats. Ronaldo, they juiced up their stats. And that's about it. Which is why it should make you wonder... Like, look at all the other players in the game, right? Why is Salah, for instance, or Messi, they can't, some of them have better attributes and stuff than, let's say, an Mbappe in certain areas, but yet Mbappe's still the best. It makes no sense. It's like, what UFL did, it's like these new developers got together and created a game and just totally... It's like their first ever science project in high school type of shit. That's how the game feels. 8 years in development, and they can't even get they can't get anything right. I mean, 8.5 years in defense, or in 8.5 years to work on defense, and that's the defensive system that we have after 8+ years in production. And 7 million updates. It's so stupid. But we'll just have to see how it goes. Yeah, definitely learn player lock, Boomfa. In FC, player lock is huge. Trust me, I'm a bit jealous. I'm on a mission, though. It is what it is. I know it was just one thing, but you got to think that one thing is just, it's not like that one thing was a one-time thing. That one defensive thing, multiply that by every facet of the game having issues like that you just saw in defense. Multiply that every facet of the game in every game that is played. Then you can forget about adding in all the glitches that they can't remove, the lack in depth of the game, and once you add all that up and get the answer to the equation, it is a very shit game overall. That's just the truth, guys. It's just the truth. There's no way when September comes around, any serious footballer is choosing this game over FC. Maybe if eFootball keeps doing the stupid shit they're doing, this game will maybe even get some eFootball players. But for now, the delay is so fucking bad, dude. So now we're getting servers that are just like EA's. That's really good. You turn on eFootball, now some people do get delay, so I'll just say all 3 games. But honestly, from my own experiences, only FC and UFL is there this kind of bullshit. But going back to what I was saying, nobody who's even a decent player is going to choose to play UFL over FC. They'll go buy the game for 100 instead of they'll spend the extra 40, right? Because say it takes 60, 80, 100 bucks to build a top team in this game. They're going to go buy the game instead and earn a better team with icons and stuff like that over this game. The players that don't are going to be those low-level players. Such a shit. I mean, look what I'm doing to score and stuff, guys. I mean, it's just so crazy. I mean, look at this. I just ran in a circle for an hour. I mean, that was a nice little dink ball for the cross, but yeah. People just aren't honest. There's all these lying bullshitters out there, content creators, whether they're speaking English, French, German, whatever. And then there's a bunch of people that play this game that are in denial when it's right in front of your face. Now it's okay to not really want a serious football game because maybe you don't have the skill or you don't have the time to put in or whatever. So I'm not necessarily talking to you who understand, like, okay, I'm not very good, but I like UFL because I can actually do pretty good in this game or learn this game pretty easily, right? I'm more talking to the people in denial that try to say this game's anywhere near the other football games. It's so far behind, it's not even funny. And this is as I dominate and as I'm on the way to becoming number one in the world, which it's it's not hard. When I was top 10 in the world, that was basically like being number one in the world because I couldn't play the other 9 in front of me based on their ranking system. I got screwed over because I had shitty players around me, so I never got good. And again, he just dribbled through me. He just dribbled through me. Look at this again. Watch this. I wish they showed you right before that. Ran through me. Bravo. Ah. His defender should have got that one. I'm pretty sure. Let's watch this. I'm pretty sure his defender just got screwed there. Let's watch. Let's see. Yeah, why did his defender stop? Because I triggered a shot? Why did his defender stop? Look. His defender stopped. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. Yeah, it is for sure worth being at the top of the game because that's what's there. If you watch the viewers and shit like that, there's apparently a lot of players that still love this game, and I can literally help them get to the top. I think they're crazy, but there's nobody else out there that's helping them for shit. Now the game did go in the right direction with the post patch, for sure. With the last patch, post last patch, however the fuck you want to say it, since the Dragonborn release, the patch did more than I initially gave it credit for sure. But they still have a long way to go. They still have a long way to go. But to get it to an actual serious contender for a real football game, I don't know. There's a bunch of stuff. But I mean, starting with all the glitches, they gotta go. You gotta add the proper animations defensively. You can't have players running through players and fucking defenders stopping when they should win the ball and on the attack, same thing. You can't have those random shots hitting the post and you just almost choose in a computer like 3 out of every 20 shots hits the post. Randomly choose. And and then you're in a game and you have that shit going on. That's what it feels like. You can't have through balls and things like that on a animation scale, meaning like if I have an open lane, like if I play this ball to a mega right here, I have a lane. I have a lane like right now. But that defender is near it because of the pass lock bullshit for whatever reason in the coding. If I play a ball that's not at a angle like right there. See, I got lucky there kind of because if you notice it almost went right at the defender instead. It always does that. If you're not at like an angle, a far angle, then the animation doesn't trigger and the opponent will intercept it. You get what I'm saying? So I can't tell if this is a good footballer that's getting screwed because he's not a good UFL player, or if it's just a good UFL player that I'm just better than. Do you see the difference? Like a good footballer is always going to be able to at least play football games. They may not be the best, but they're going to be able to play them. You're going to be able to tell they're pretty good. Like they're going to have some skill to them. But uh, like in this case, because of how UFL is, you have players that wouldn't be good at the other football games, but they are good at UFL. You know, because they know the little nuances about the game. But I can't tell with this one. Usually, it's pretty obvious. I should have tried to trick him. This loser, I'm fucking fed up with these players. Yeah, keep going over the top, douchebag. What the fuck was that? I don't know how that happened. Now I'll go, though. Yeah, I don't know, guys. Some of the nonsense animations are driving me crazy today. All this running through the defenders stuff didn't happen as much the other day. No, there's calling runs to and from, no player lock. But you can call players to and from, which is hilarious that UFL has that and eFootball doesn't. Shows you how outdated eFootball is. Whoops. Cut. 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 Wait for an opening. Boom. Every time he thinks I'm going to pass, damn it. I want to try to hold it for the rest of the game in there. See if I can do it this time. What the hell after all that? No, not even close, bro. Not even close, Boomfa. Super cancel, you have to wait. Player lock, you can literally take the player at any given time, run them around, do wherever. It's not near as you can dude. You can literally. I do fake runs with super cancel. So if you watch my last FC stream, I'll show you on the next one. Actually, what time is it? Damn, I can't do one now. I will do a FC stream next to show you how that works. But yeah, you when you have a ball in FC, say your player's running with it, I can literally choose my right winger and take off across diagonal towards the left and pull all the defenders, like run with them, create my own dummy runner, and then boom, switch to the right back and shoot up the field and take over that empty space the right midfielder created by running across the field and play a through ball from there while all this is going on. Like, so you make that one run from the right across, flick your stick to the right, choose the right back. Now you start running up. So I can choose two. I could choose three. I could do a dummy run to the left, choose my right back, and then maybe they see it and they go mark it. So then I click off and I choose, whoever, my next midfielder, and then make just a little through run, press triangle, boom. I can move my whole team around within one player lock. So I was doing it all last stream to show people, last two streams. But I do it all the time, but I was showcasing like how that's awesome. When you look at how much the other games lack, taking players in, and then so defensively you have to have even more skill because now you have to constantly be switching, worrying about, where attacks are coming from. It's not just one player, then you super cancel and move one player. It's literally like you have the freedom to do whatever while your player is just running with the ball. It's crazy. And like depending on how good the AI is, they'll do some stuff to hold it. They won't go crazy, but I've seen them do like these little cuts and stuff like that. They won't just automatically just lose the ball, but they also won't keep it like how a typical user player would. But I love that, dude. I love that. So, that's the part that I love about FC is the manual control. The manual control is just unbelievable. But I at least like that you can call players too on a dime or send players on a go on a dime. I do like that in UFL. I do like that in UFL. Alright. To unlock, I need 1340, man. 1340. Alright. Oh, yeah. Yep. I don't have any. Not only that, but just the way the players are and stuff, I don't know. I used to use it. I used to have like 2 to 3 different setups depending on how my opponent played. I will say that's a glitch in the game too. Certain players, like myself, it's a pain in the ass, but it erases my sub tactics. It does that to a lot of people if you look it up. So if you create them, you might want to test that out. Because for me, I can't create shit that stays. Like I'll have it, I'll do it. It will be there for like one game. Sometimes I'll do it, I'll go into a game, and all that work I did to make a sub tactic will be gone. Then also the game freezes a lot in the menus. You get a lot of freezing in the menus. So they have a lot of little shit like that, and their servers suck balls. But maybe you have a good location. I don't know. But for the most part, their servers are terrible. Mm-hmm. Yeah, UFL does a really good job with the kits and the badges and stuff for sure. For sure. Yeah, when you get a chance, check out my defending tutorial. It's so funny because I talked literally about that the one goal that I gave up. I literally talked about that. Like you have to have a proper line on the ball, even in other games where you can, if you see you can win the ball, you press tackle and they have the animations. Just makes you appreciate FC for that, and even eFootball in some instances. Because those proper animations are what complete a good football game. So the skill base that you have without it is knowing like, okay, I have to be straight onto the ball, make the tackle. But it's not true to football necessarily all the way. All right, let's get to it. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. Damn it. Bravo, good D. You're in. Yes, beautiful stuff. Goal. No, Omega. Beautiful up back. Damn it. There we go. We'll take it. We'll take it, baby. FC fuck you over. I love it. J Black Cash. FC fuck you over. That's hilarious. See, I wish I would have just laid that through ball in. I should have known better than to do that. Ah, come on. I should have played it earlier. In your main game plan, or it won't say. Oh, hold on, Boomful. Let me ask you about that. Sounds like you maybe have an answer to this. Let's. So, how do you set it in your main? What's the difference between that and the other thing? Setting in your main game plan. Can you explain what you mean by that? Or if not, do a private message like thing if it's a little too hard to explain word wise. But I'd love to know because that pissed me off, dude. It pissed me off. I never could really have Subtactic. I used to like having 3. I think you can have up to 5 now. Get in there, boy. Are you serious? Which one? Like eFootball Universe or somebody said that? Modernist is cool. Is Modernist just does he do social media or does he just watch games? Because he's in a lot. I like Modernist. But yeah, I'll definitely play eFootball again. It's just, dude, like how you're saying, dude. When I don't have that fire to play because of smart assist and this and that, it's like okay, give another football game a chance. There's three of them. Because if I'm feeling that way, and then other players are, for instance, like how you're feeling, how you do. Oh, dude, that was just a lack of knowledge in the game. You have to know. Through balls are broken in this game. You can't just play from any angle. If he played that in the air, he was clean through by a mile. He did it again there. He's not understanding the through ball issue yet. That's the unfortunate part. Good D. Watch my defensive principles video, boys. Look at that. Look at that. Beautiful. Look at that. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, dude. That's where the shots kind of screw you too, though. That wasn't at the proper angle. If they had just some more animations, bro, and you didn't have to be at this angle or that angle. But that's what I'm trying to. That's why it's easier to learn and teach because you can teach this stuff. Like okay, don't pass at this angle, don't shoot at this angle. Yeah. Yeah, bro. There's no fire in eFootball. It's just a very lackluster game. Like, bro, I don't know if you saw this, but they released like a new. Giroux is basically like Kohler. He's a target man, 192 centimeters, even though Kohler's 202. So there's no Kohler, but he's a Kohler in a way, a better on the ball Kohler. It seems like. Better on the ball Kohler is what it seems like to me. One second, I have to make sure this is right. Like I think like Italian clubs or there's a national team one. Then I forgot the other ones. I can't even remember. I checked it though. I logged in and everything. It's just a whole bunch of bullshit. They do a good job to like welcome to eFootball. Get this signing bonus. Like they do a good job with that part of it. But after that, it falls off and becomes like terrible to do an RTG with. events are. Yeah, I know, Boompa. That's what sucks. Yeah, I still like I did that session with Phil and broke down that game between him and Cozy. So it's similar to UFL. Like, of course, I'm gonna still help people out in the game at times, but also the way I was able to do that easier with UFL is that you don't need as much like continued playing to keep the meta, and that's kind of the same in eFootball too, though. Honestly, SC is probably the most ever changing game, which is funny because they have a new release every year. But like even during that 1 year, you're gonna see so many changes from the start of the game to like the end of the game. And like here you have uh this game that's built on hot fixes and stuff, right? That doesn't have a yearly release. That's built on updates, and yet FC, a yearly release game, does better. They could always be like, "Oh, we'll just wait till next year." But look at the patches and stuff, especially lately. But even always, they've always released a ton of patches. They're the most active. Now I know they're the most rich company, which means they have the most availability to put people on your stuff. Good D, good block. Damn it. Oh, good. Boom, boom. I mean, you guys are watching. Where do you guys see it break down every single time? Every single time for him. Like, obviously, I'm not totally focused because I know I already won the game, but there it is, tackling with numbers. It's all in there. It's all in the tutorial. Perfected Jesus game is. Oh, you think they're scripting in UFL? See, I don't get that, but I'm coming from eFootball, the king of scripting games, so it could be the reason. But I'm not getting that. I'm getting some goofy shit that goes down, but I guess that's always UFL, you know? Mm. All right. Nation of Domination. FC F you over. Just got F'd over, if I must say so myself. So, yeah, make sure you guys go and check out that defensive tutorial, man. That's how it's done. It's how to do it. Oh, nice. We got an improvement there. If you guys get those principles down, you utilize them, you're going to give up a lot less goals. When we go into the build up section of the game, and then we go into the attacking section of the game, it's the same type of thing. You get the principles down, and you're ready to go. Simple as that. Alright. Trying to see here. Maybe eventually if I was like bored one day or something, but I definitely don't feel like playing the AI. Alright, so that's that. Let's see here what else we got. Yeah, it sucks, Mr. Bernie. Luna was saying that as well. Let's get one more game in. Barely. One more game, one more. Yeah, it's interesting. That could be what I see too in some instances. I just haven't looked at it from that perspective. But 100% there's BS that goes on in UFL. Like, um, with animations, with some of the stuff within the game that they do to try to make the game kind of fit together. It's definitely fun, but it does have the ability to be a disaster. For sure. And that's what I said to Adiana Luna, as I call just Luna, if you scroll up. She was talking about the rage quits, and I said I'd be bullshitting if I went 15 wins, 2 draws, no losses in Showdown, and then now I'm literally undefeated in all of divisions. So I'd be a liar if I sat here and said like, oh, I feel your pain. However, I do see where the game's messed up, right? I do see where it could cost you. I do see where it takes away from the skill that there is in this game. So, all right, a full rank squad, 18 and 14, eh? So you've seen the squad I have. So definitely out teamed. We've had that in plenty of games. It's going to be the case more and more and more as we go up. But all we can do is see how we do. Aye. Good D. Oh. Bravo, bravo. Huge thing in the attack. You'll see the tutorial coming out soon. After the build-up tutorial. But huge thing in the attack. Don't always hold sprint. Sometimes you just got to be light on the left stick. And the defenders in this game will go running by you. Okay? Don't hold that left stick. What a bullshit. See, I hate these type of losers, bro. Glitch losers. That's what they are. They can't fucking earn goals. Look at this. Glitch loser. So watch. So here's what he did. So he takes the ball up. So it'd be like if I hold it with Nico, get a head flick from Omega, Get a head flick from Omega and score. That's what he did, basically. And he packs the defense in. He doesn't even know how to complete a pass. So my players had to run into each other for him to get the ball. Just trash, bro. Just trash. But that's what this game can do, bro. That's what this game can do. It takes away, like... That's what I mean by the high-level players aren't going to choose FC over this. You can't just chip in balls and have success. You know, oh, I have a tall attacker. Oh my god, what the fuck? That's who I was supposed to go to originally, so I don't know, man. It's just UFL for you sometimes. So if you guys are wondering, so he bypasses having to have any type of proper build up, and then defending, he tries to bypass properly defending by sitting there controlling his midfielders. Instead of actually committing to defense. Come on, quit the delay. Good. And again, and again. This is the same nonsense. Zero skill whatsoever. Then he fat fingers a corner and gets it. It is what it is. But yeah, so if you guys aren't noticing, that's what the problem with UFL is. It's going to be the thing time and time again as you get in the upper levels, which is where this game gets ridiculous. Like, at least properly stop me. It's just silly what you have to do, what you can do. If you're wondering why I felt the need to just smoke him like that, well, for one, that because he can't defend, but for two, why I felt the need to like go where I went to score. Well, if you're not point blank at that certain angle, as you can see, the goalies can make crazy saves because it's all about like where the animation triggers, right? Playing the through ball at the right angle, taking a shot at the right angle. Defending, you have to be at the right angle. Even if you have an open lane to tackle the ball, it's all about at the right angle. You see, you get what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to teach you guys, and that's where you can get better. It's about all the right angles, but that's where it's like takes away from like the football, which you'll see in the tutorial. I literally spoke about that. Like it's a skill-based game, but all the skills aren't exactly true to football. It's more just true to UFL football. Meta plays run with the winger close to the line next to the goal, pass the ball. Yeah, yep, I've scored like that a few times, Bernie, but not really. I'd say that's probably like 10% of my goals, if that. Oh yeah, dude. It takes way more. Not only that in FC, but you have to be so because of the speed of the game. It's so quick reactions, which I do wish they'd slow it down for sure to make it more realistic. Because you get your ping rats, not ping like ping internet, ping like ping 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 ping, just pinging the ball over and over. Oh no! How did he block that? That should have been a goal. Good D. I should have known it wouldn't shoot in time. That was my stupidity. I knew he couldn't resist. What a ball. Corner? Could be a corner. He kicked out at it. Let's see. Nope. Can you imagine a free kick really being kicked like that? Good D. Good UFL D right there, baby. Good UFL D. He wasn't where. So when I do those runs, I'm expecting like a fluid run from my player, and I don't get it. Dude, I keep stealing the ball. I don't know if you guys have noticed that. I keep stealing it, and it will like bounce back off of him. Good D again. There it is, finally. No, I should have went near post. Did he move his goalie? I don't even think he moved his keeper. Damn it. Exactly, Boomf. I know, that's what I mean. But yeah, you get a lot of these little no-skill rats in this game for sure. Good. Come on. Explode. Do his old L1, R2. Boom. You're in. He's offsides. Damn it. Fuck off. Nico. Zero bend in your run. You had all the time in the world. I should have checked the mini-map, though. That's on me. Intercepted. Oh, what? See, man, you don't get rewarded for shit, bro. Oh my god, if you guys knew like how when I'm pressing the pass button and everything, it's just driving me crazy. The ping says it's good too, dude. I don't get it. Goddamn game, it's almost like it's like, all right, he's passing here. Go ahead and get your defender there. There's all these little delays right now. Do you guys get that? Let me know if you guys get that. Oh, I didn't know it was his ball. Get out of here. Maybe it's for both of us, because that pass he just made, I hope that was from the delay in passing, because goddamn, bro. That's the game. It was a weird game. It had 20-something ping, but there's a lot of delay in there. Some goofy shit. Maybe that's what causes those, like that one goal where the dude ran through my foot. That weird goal where I shot it and his defender stopped. That's been going on, because I remember that driving me crazy. One of the reasons I originally left the game, bro. So there's just some goofy stuff for sure. Yeah, man. FC, since their patch, like before the patch, they had that full AI defense. The shooting got to the point where you literally, the meta way to score was first finesse shots, then Trivela shots, both from like 15, 20, 30 yards out. Then it became like 30 to 40 yard one-time power shots became the meta. And it was all these glitch nonsense ways to score because they ruined the defense with AI. Like, it was fully AI. So that's where it always starts. When UFL was at its worst, the AI assisted defense. One of the worst things in eFootball, besides smart assist now, is their overpowered AI defense. Bad defense in football starts it all. It ruins it all. It leads to the offense being shitty, and so on and so forth. So good job on UFL and strikers making it more manual, but patch after patch, they keep the same nonsense with glitches, right? With some of the low level animations, it's like, bro, you can't get a green screen and get player like you're not a yearly release, so you're gonna have to get a damn green screen. Rent some freaking college footballers or high school footballers, get them in there on a green screen and do a simple tackle from the side. Do a simple shoulder charge. Do some simple animations. You guys know those cool animations they have in the attack where like you play a lofted ball and your player takes a touch, brings it down, but shoots it before it hits the ground? Dude, that is one of the sickest things. Some of my favorite goals in this game are from that. Or they'll chest it and shoot it without it hitting the ground. Like, they can do some defensive animations, bro. I've seen the stuff they're capable of, like with the offensive stuff. I just don't know if they don't think it's as important or what, but they got to get in there and add some of that, right? They got to. Go to settings, beneficiary, go to settings. And man, did they slow down the boost of the player boost, guys. Did they slow it down? They slowed it down big time. All right, so we got our rewards, but let's check this real quick. So now we're in gold 2. But you see it's just been pure domination. 27 wins, 3 draws, no losses. Oh, there's huge delay. When did you're talking about Nick runs the foot market? Which stream was he? Which was this a while ago? Was this today? Because I haven't faced as much lately as far as delay goes. I know it's still there. Don't get me wrong, but we got a unique skin coming, baby. See who it is. I thought it said 100%. Okay, there it is. 2 unique skins. Saka dick, motherfucker. Ferran Torres. Hey, hey, Ferran. How are you, Ferran? I like these new packs are much better, though. You gotta say that, too. Gotcha. Ooh, I don't know. That's a good question. I know the players that start lower have more skills, but they may not have. They probably won't have the ultra effect skills. So depends how much you like. You want skills. You know. All right. So on our next episode of As the World Turns, dribbling and shot power, Ferran Torres. Dribbling and shot power, Ferran Torres. Let's go take a look at that motherfucker. Let's go take a look at old Ferran, boy. Old Ferran. Let's take a look at old Ferran Torres, man. There he is, Ferran. That's a $25 million man right there. I'm not impressed with old Ferran. Man, I'm not impressed with you at all, brother. My brother from another mother. I'd rather go for a speed demon. $95, $100, $102 mil. If I get rid of Colpani, I could have $102 millones. You know what I'm probably going to do, though, guys? I'm probably going to make Nico, because he'll never have elite pace. and he has good passing. Bro, I'm making Nico my attacking midfielder, bro. Why in the fuck would I not? I'm making Nico. Look at his stats without the boost. And then look at his boost. Look at this. Dribbling, finishing, in long shots. I'm making Nico. It's gonna be a minute. What skill did I add to him? I didn't even get a point for him yet. Look how far away I am. Holy shit. He don't get a point till 90. Damn, son, where'd you find this? Yeah, 100%. The boosting up of players helps a lot. But they slowed it down tremendously. Like my Ominami started at 90 pace, he's already at 92. He started at 80 defense, he's at 82. 84, 85. I mean, look at these two monsters. This whole team's monsters. Bakayoko is my least 21, so 85, 95, 105, 106 mil for a right winger. So if I sold Bakayoko, I could get 106 mil. $106. I could get Iñaki, Bowen, Rodrigo. I'm close to, but that pace is so. I don't like that pace. Saka, 96 dribbling, 87 shooting. Messi's just special, bro. Messi is just special. Dembele, 86 shooting, 88 shooting, 89 dribbling, 92 dribbling, 261. So I'd have to get 100 and so 24, 100 and 200, 24, 176 for him. Look at the big drop off. Look at the big drop off. Then, of course, Mbappe's cheaper and better in everything except for passing. Mbappe doesn't have the passing that Salah has. It's the only area. But way better pace. You got to go Mbappe, bro. So I'll probably get Mbappe next. I'll probably buy the money. I'll probably buy it. 237 minus 85. So 85. 48 mil. 48 mil. $200 minus 48. 152. I need 152. I need like 152. Wait, that's 85. Hold on. So if I sell, so I'd have 102. So 237, 137, 135. I need like 135 mil to get Mbappe. 161. 159. I'd rather have Mbappe anyway. 161. Mbappe coming from the wing. Yeah, I'm getting Mbappe. I know Son is who I'd make my my Cam eventually, but right now I have Iñaki. And then once I get closer to being able to make Iñaki I could make Son my striker, but I could make Mbappe my striker. If I sell Bakayoko, I can make Mbappe my right winger. And eventually my Cam, if I want. Well, I don't want him as a Cam. And then Son. And then Son could play. Son's a left winger, striker. Son would replace a Mega. Son and Mbappe. Son will eventually be here, even though Kolpani is a beast, than Mbappe. It sucks because part of me wants to, like, build my players up. I don't know. I'll think about it, man. We'll talk about it next stream because it's tempting, but I also like whooping. Look at these teams I'm whooping, dude. I'm starting to whoop these top-rated teams. You know, so top-ranked teams with these top-rated players. You know, so we'll see. We'll see. I got to keep playing more high-level players just to see how it goes, and then we'll go from there. But right now, the squad's doing the damn thing, boys. The squad's doing the damn thing. Go check out the video, Defensive Masterclass. You follow those principles, I guarantee you improve defending without a doubt. No bullshit, no clickbait, none of the crap. You don't have to stare at my ugly mug as if you just want to watch a dude talk. You actually get to see the highlights of what we're talking about and learn from both ways, from what I'm explaining and what you're watching. So, have fun. Have a good day, night, morning, whatever it is, and I'll see you on the next one. Please like and subscribe if you haven't. Please join the Discord. It's in the bio. I promise you'll be happy you did. Ton of information in every football game. Ton of people going back and forth. Top players in the game are in there, so you can interact with all that. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.